What's the matter? You think that humans have a monopoly on marriage?
That
Where's your birth certificate?
the matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case. That's a different case in the 7th game.
Hello everyone and welcome back to 4 Pixels. Cuckoo's here with some guests. I have Stan and Fabrizi. This time Shadow's the one who's not going to be able to join since they
It's
are...
roulette.
It's a roulette since they are in the middle of moving.
What are we gonna do when Coco can't be here?
You guys go ahead and record on your own.
Well, I think we have good feel for the details of the event now.
I guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case.
You mean all we're going to get out of him is that little bottle of pepper?
Now that we've wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness.
Eh? I'm not even off the stand yet.
Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint.
Be nice to him.
Be nice to him.
I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy, you know.
Give him a hug. I love how everyone instantly fell in love with Gumshoe. Because he deserves
I
it.
love Gumshoe.
He's a sweet bean.
Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Miss Von Karma, call your next witness.
I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand. He must be talking about Ben the ventriloquist.
I wonder if Trilo will show up on the stand as well.
Please state your name and occupation for the record.
My name is Trilo Quist. I am employed as an opera tenor.
Excuse me. The witness called to the stand was one Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist.
That Rob must be cutting off your that robe. I don't know why I said Rob.
He's got robbing on the mind.
That robe must be cutting off your circulation. I said that I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine, I'll grace you with a song. I swear to God. Me, 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 me. I don't.
You don't have to sing it if you don't want to.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm like having allergy issues. That's why I'm like, ugh. The world of the law, exciting and daring, guilt or innocence. Decided by a judge dressed like a woman. Well, what do you think?
You're a little judgmental.
He's judgmental of the judge.
It had a good rhythm.
You don't have to humor him, Maya.
It's just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak.
Wanna take over this one, Stan? Or Ben?
Sure. Trilo, you know better than to insult a judge.
Shut up! Just look at your nose. You would think you'd have the sense to fix it. It's so ugly, I want to punch you in the face on the off chance of swelling would help. You know your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star. Aww, that's kind of sad.
Celebrities must really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds.
What's going on here? Order! Order! I demand to know who the witness is.
Can we put the puppet in a jail cell? This is clearly physical abuse.
It is. But he's like,
Physical abuse isn't murder, so it's not illegal.
but like, I mean, like Ben does talk more with Trilo around, which is weird.
Yeah. Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trilo handle this.
I'm not worried about you. What? Ah!
Me too.
You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now, let's proceed.
Once practice was over, I left the tent with the clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went over to the plaza. How did he ditch him?
How?
Good question. We're getting some child's play going on.
Oh
here.
god, no.
That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away.
You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene. You're sure of that?
Without a doubt, he had on his silk hat, cloak, and the dumb white roses on his chest. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high?
That's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown.
Yeah!
That's right, dress boy.
Well,
Is he like... Sorry.
Go ahead, what were you gonna say?
Is he like low-key talking about the actual clown?
Well, in the
yeah.
picture we saw him with Ben.
That's true.
well, since you weren't with him, couldn't that mean the clown committed the crime?
Killer clowns.
He's got a point. They would want revenge for the massacre. What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the criminal.
Why's that?
Here's absolute proof.
A clown can't put on a normal hat.
Silk
Especially with
hat.
silk.
They're allergic. This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, Max wouldn't leave something that nice out just anywhere.
Ah. Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would be no reason for this hat to be at the scene.
Well done, Miss Von Karma. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done.
Oh, that was cute.
Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what do you have to say? Okay. I guess she's the boss again today.
Once practice was over, I left the tent with this stooge, clown. I guess that's the same thing.
The clown. You're talking about Mo?
Of course I'm talking about that old fart. He's so pathetic, I can't stand him. Just a little bit of exercise and his makeup is running all over the place. Me too. Once practice was over, he was 9/10 of the way to keeling over for good.
Poor guy.
We didn't have any choice, so Ben took him back to his room. When it comes to being a first place loser, that guy's ahead of the pack.
Then what happened?
Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went over to the plaza.
What did you do then?
I went over to the plaza to do some thinking.
It was awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. Wouldn't thinking in your nice, warm lodging house have been a better idea?
It's a puppet. Can it feel warmth?
It has no heart. It can't feel warmth.
Let's grow it into a fireplace and see.
Mr. Phoenix Wright, I think you should leave the thinking to the witness. But I'm a good thunker. At least my teachers always said I was.
Aww.
They lied.
That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime.
Are you sure it was really Max Galactica?
Of course I'm sure. How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby three-piece getup?
Snobby three-piece getup?
Get the wax out of your ears, lawyers nowadays. You're like talking to a brick wall. Max's three-piece getup. Jeez, could you be any more dense altogether now? Oof.
Silk hat, cloak, red roses.
That's not a creepy suit.
Thank you.
Nick, I think you should put a little more effort into preparing your questions. And not press every single word that comes out of your...
What was that? We should press more?
Press again.
Press again.
He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer?
You saw Max and only Max, right, Trilo?
That's right. And that makes him the killer. That was his mistake. There was only one person headed that night, sorry.
That makes quite a bit of sense and makes Max one suspicious character.
There's more to this story than meets the eye. Is there something amiss in this? No problems, there is no proof it was Max, Ben only saw Max.
Ben only saw Max, or there was no proof. I would say there's no proof. What do you think?
I think there's no proof either, because anyone could put on Max's getup and wear it.
Yeah, pretty much. It was just a cloak and a hat,
It was a three-piecer.
It's not like actual.
Wait a second. There's no proof that the witness saw Maximilian Galactica.
Hey. You still don't get it, do ya? I saw what I saw. It was Max's three-piece joke of a costume.
How much can you see, puppet? How many eyes do you have? Tell us your power.
He's got a secret one that powers his body. All right, let's say it all together now.
Cloak, why roses?
Thank you.
I think you should study up on your celebrities, Mr. Wright.
Has he ever been to a convention?
Great, I'm getting shut down by a toy. I will say you guys are on the right track, but you're thinking a couple steps ahead.
Okay, we gotta slow down for the game.
We're
You gotta
too...
slow down for Phoenix. He's not quite at your level yet.
He's a lawyer, not a detective. Wait, this is when he's being... Whoops. Oh right, this is my line. The police showed up and took Magic Boy away. Is there like any penalty to keep pressing stuff?
There are some instances in which yes, but they're very rare throughout the entire series. And
Yeah, oh, sorry. Keep going.
yeah, and like generally I like to press everything because you get really stupid but funny dialogue.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of a bad design choice to have that bar keep going in and out on a scene where it doesn't really matter except for a few things.
Yeah.
True.
Around what time did the police arrive at the scene?
I suppose that would have been around... Hey, what time was it? He wasn't with him. Wasn't he?
I think it was around, I'd say a bit after, 10:30 p.m. I think.
Practice ended at 10, so you hung around the lodging house the entire time.
I guess that sounds about right.
Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you just stand outside in that weather.
Well, the truth is...
Will you shut up, you big-nosed dope? Why are you telling him anything extra? Why can't you believe that we just stand outside in that weather?
Well, maybe you were waiting for someone?
What? Who said we were waiting for someone?
Mr. Phoenix writes, we can all do without your off-handed theories. But this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm onto something.
I'm pretty sure Ben is cracking under the pressure without even anybody doing anything.
I think he's just cracking under life.
Yes. Same though.
Yeah.
Mr. Wright. Who do you suppose the witness was waiting for out in the cold that night?
The girl he liked, right? What's her
The
name?
other attorney. Yeah, I'm thinking her probably.
Which one?
The girl he liked.
The animal tamer girl. I forget her name. Yeah, Regina.
Or would he be waiting for Ben? Because he wasn't with Ben, right? Isn't that what he was saying? Because we made that
No.
joke.
I think in the pictures he was with Ben though.
Yeah, like when he said
Okay.
clown, he was referring to the literal clown. Like Ben with Trilo and Mo left the area, left the rehearsal area at the same time.
Oh,
And
I
then they
kept thinking
ditched
they
Mo.
split off.
Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina.
What?
You were waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. And am I mistaken?
Is this true?
Well, you can't really ask me that question.
Who cares who I was waiting for that night? He was trying to get some puppet action. What's important is what I saw. Don't you forget it. And don't you forget it.
Well. The puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right.
He has a hand up his ass.
That's why he's stiff.
Eh? Oh.
It seems that at this stage I have no reason to doubt this witness's testimony. There are clearly no conclusive contradictions.
He's right. A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now let's move on along with the testimony.
Trilo wouldn't happen to have an alternative motive for incriminating Max, would he?
Well, Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina. Which is probably why Max conked him over the head.
Nick? Wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head?
Yeah, I think so. You know what? I don't really fucking know anymore.
I need a Maya in my life.
Alright. So, I think we need to go back to that one. I think it was this one.
Tell us the answer, Coco.
Wait, no, not for that. So, okay, he's saying, the thing that's here is that he's saying, so immediately after the rehearsal, Ben with Trilo and Mo left, and they were waiting near, like, the entrance of the, like, between the boarding house and the rehearsal area. Mo went on ahead. Then he's saying that the only person he saw go towards, like, the lodging area was Max. So what's wrong with that?
The only person?
Yeah. Meaning
Okay.
that he didn't see the ringmaster go over there.
Yeah. Oh, right. I forgot about that.
That's a bit strange, don't you think?
What? Strange.
That
So
you
what's-
only saw Max. Doesn't seem like you should have seen someone else as well.
What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Who else do you suppose that witness could have seen?
It's the judge.
Oh, I wish you could present him.
I got the judge. I meant the
Same person.
Aw, he looks like a nice dude. I like his
Like a
mustache.
hello.
That's the victim.
That's correct. If Trilo was at the entrance to the plaza, he should have seen the ringmaster as well. Ah! Obviously, the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness.
How are you reaching
Would
that
have
whip
been-
all the way to the other side of the...
She's very skilled.
Talent.
Anyone with sense could have figured that one out. What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room. Is that according to the defendants? A likely story. If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he, just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime? Ah! I see. Alright. There's obviously a reason why the witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought.
Ah!
That makes perfect sense. Uh-oh.
What did you say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime. However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there is a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else other than Max heading to the— Ah! There's absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer.
I guess you got me. Alright. I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true, I was waiting for Regina.
Dang!
Don't volunteer things!
I like that Ben's first response to that is just yelling out the word pain.
Me too, Ben.
Mr. Quist, tell us the truth this time. And I mean the whole truth.
Nothing but the truth.
Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house?
I was. I was waiting to propose to her.
You were what? Waiting to propose?
What's the matter? You think that humans have a monopoly on marriage?
That
Where's your birth certificate?
the matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case. That's a different case in the 7th game.
You're the judge. I mean, look at your horrible outfit. Girl.
Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet. I am against puppet rights.
Against puppet marriage. Don't be so surprised. I was going to propose to Regina.
I mean, half the circus was apparently gonna propose to Regina, so.
Maya should be the one proposing to Regina.
Mm-hmm.
I even had something to give to her. It's the ring! I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her.
Was whose money?
Of course. I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. It's not just this pocket.
You were going to
no.
propose. You. A puppet.
Don't be so obtuse. Is that obtuse?
Yeah.
Okay. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love.
Puppetess.
I guess you're right. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her too. Now
Yes, it
I'm going to
does.
lock myself up. I'm a horrible judge.
Exactly. I shouldn't be agreeing to this.
His honor is looking a little less than honorable right now.
You mean a lot.
Okay, Mr. Wright. Please continue with your examination. Ugh.
Ew.
Oh, did you hear that? His sigh seemed a little wistful.
Truth is, he wants to propose to the puppet.
Look into puppet love.
Puppet sexual.
I'm sure it exists.
Yeah.
Going back to Homestuck.
Oh God, no, that was a thing.
You forgot it? How could you forget?
I
Smuppets.
look, I blocked that out of my mind deliberately.
You have to suffer with me now.
No.
Just like 8-8.
Go ahead and read the lines again.
Oh, don't be surprised I was going to propose to Regina.
By proposal, you mean proposing marriage, correct? To Regina? The minor?
Well, we don't know how old the puppet is.
That's true. He could be a minor.
Oh boy.
He acts like he's 4.
Well, then that's still wrong, but with the roles reversed.
Oof. Of course that's what I meant. What kind of stupid question is that?
Were you gonna say something, Stan?
I was gonna say, well, no, actually, he acts like a horny teenager, so maybe it's fine.
That's true. It's like a 12-year-old boy. I wasn't going to propose that we become some sort of outlaw biker gang together. Oh, that's so much cooler.
Yeah, you can have a cool name with puppets in it.
Yeah, it could be the puppet love. Right,
The
Ben?
Puppet Masters.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Got it? That's the truth. I even had to give her. I even had to something to give her. Press that boy.
What was it exactly that you planned on giving her?
Oh.
No.
You shot me down. I could have been giving her something nice.
That was so cruel, Coco.
I know you.
You're gonna start with some Cinderella playing the back. No, anyway, you know exactly what I was going to give her, and I'm my chest hurts.
Well, I think I have killed my 2 guests, which means...
I think Coco knew exactly what she was doing, putting both of us in this case.
It's true. Should I keep going?
Yes, please.
Okay.
You can.
The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty.
Answer his
It's in my
question. What
pants.
was it? I'll whip it off.
I'm already dying. It's okay. You're gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring, not any other.
An engagement ring?
Guess where I pierced it?
Oh no! Whoa.
I thought it was some sort of other ring, you know.
Those two nearly fell out of their chairs. Yeah, no reason it can't be both.
Mr. Phoenix Wright's joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right here.
She kills them both.
Honestly.
That's
Francisco's
valid.
whip looks like it's about to lash out at almost anything. One hit from that thing will probably set someone up for a long time.
Pain equals bad.
Push on anyway.
Be the
So
M
we
you
know what-
always knew you were, Phoenix.
We know what Phoenix is into, but depending on this choice.
This is canon, you guys.
It may be something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. The first time that a puppet has ever proposed to an ah! I advise you to cut this argument short.
I'm going
He's
to
just shaking his head.
with the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony? Specifically about the engagement ring. I'd like to stick to the facts, not sociology.
He's into puppet love. You sure do enjoy sweating the details, especially for a man in black bathrobe. I plan on giving her an engagement ring to Nina.
Ina.
An engagement ring.
What were you expecting? Uh-huh. It's actually a diamond-shaped stone cut from glass.
That's typically
But
what
that's-
diamond rings are, yes.
Even more brilliant than the real thing. I think Regina is going to love it.
It's just a ring.
What's the matter, Nick?
Well, there's got to be something I can catch him on. Oh, was that the entire... Okay.
I kept it in my pocket waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her.
Whose pocket was the ring in?
Mine, of course. What a stupid question. Ben's pockets are like a mom's purse. He just puts things in.
Put the puppet in your pocket, Ben.
You'll be
He's
happier.
a puppet pocket.
That's your dick.
You got to be kidding me. You think Ben could pull that off?
I'm sorry. Really.
Sure, he could pull it out. Wink wonk. You have to apologize for that. Well, he's the one who should be apologizing. Why are you hitting him for apologizing?
Really?
Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her.
So you went to the lodging house to give it to her.
That's right. I tried to give it to her during practice so many times that I lost count, but that uppity snob kept getting in the way. Am I back at max again?
Mm-hmm.
Uppity snob! He couldn't possibly be talking about me, Maximilian Galactica. When I get a hold of him, I'm going to show him his wood block. Wait, I'm going to saw his wood block in half, and not with magic.
Well, they always say that love creates rivalries. Oh god, he's going to jail.
I'm probably gonna go to jail.
So, what's about this present?
In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. No, you don't.
Empty your pocket.
Turn up
So-
your pockets.
You're still thinking of trying to give it to Regina.
You should propose to her right now in the court of law. On a murder case.
And get married right now.
Yeah.
Of course I am. I spent 3 months' salary on that thing. I'm not going to give it up that easily.
I'm sure somebody in the history of something has tried to propose to someone while on the fence of a murder.
Anything's possible with love.
I wonder how much he receives for appearing in the circus.
Probably way more than he deserves.
How about it, Nick?
I think it's about time to unwrap this toy's testimony.
You know what else he's trying to unwrap?
That's the spirit. I thought this said give him neck. Give him heck.
Uh-oh. The judge has that dazed look again. Maybe he should get out more.
He's thinking about the puppet.
He's wondering how it works. Alright, so... I think you guys know. Which
Yeah.
statement, which evidence?
Yepper peppers.
Bling.
But with that, we will end this episode right here. Thank you guys for joining us, and see you next time.
Bye.
Mom, you played this. It's Goro, except for the chat made me name him Jerk Poop. At least everybody else has a normal name. It should be Bob. Isn't that the same name? No, it's the joke. Jerk Poop it means Bob. I need to repair his stuff. Just makes me cry. My mom, when I was a little kid, one of our Zeldas, I think it was specifically Link's Awakening, started with her save file was named Bob, just because in the way they used to lay out the letters, B-O-B was like really fast to input, so she could just and be done with naming the character.